Hey everyone, Alex Dorr here at Georgia Gun Owners, and I just finished doing a live video for the GGO Nation on Facebook, letting everyone know the current status of the fight in Savannah to squash Mayor Van Johnson's tyrannical edicts of trying to pass gun control by city ordinance. And it was a long video, so I'm going to quickly abbreviate it for you if you don't have much time today. Here is the current status of the fight in Savannah as we see it. Last month, Van Johnson proposed a city ordinance, and he was going to penalize anyone that was a victim of having their guns stolen out of their car. I did not misspeak. If you are in Savannah and you leave your gun in the car so you can enter a gun-free zone to do business in like City Hall or something, and an Antifa thug breaks into your car, steals your gun, and uses it in a crime, Van Johnson wants to make you the culpable party. He wants to put a fine of $1,000 on you. And if your gun's stolen, if you don't report it within 24 hours, he's going to double that fine and make it $2,000. This is preposterous. This is actually illegal. According to Georgia Code 16.11.173, no city or local municipality may pass a city ordinance that is more strict or severe than the law of Georgia currently allows. Okay, no problem. Can't do it, Van, but why is he doing it anyway? Well, because Van can actually pass whatever ordinance he wants, and the only way to get it thrown out is if a very expensive legal battle ensues. That would be if Georgia gun owners were to sue the city of Savannah if he passes his ordinance and puts it in force. Or the Attorney General, Chris Carr, would have to file a lawsuit against the city of Savannah as well. Either way, tax dollars are being wasted, either by Chris Carr having to deal with this crap, or by the city of Savannah sending lawyers paid for by Savannah city tax dollars to defend the mayor's attacks on gun control. That is, in a nutshell, what's happening in Savannah. Now, where we're at in the fight is you guys have been lighting up the phones. You guys have been burning down the phones inside the Savannah City Council. You've just been melting them down. Mailboxes are full. No one's answering. No one's calling back. If you get someone on the phone, they're pissed, they're yelling, they're screaming. I personally have heard it on my end. So that's phenomenal. That's great. The fight is going on. So what have they done? Well, last month in August, Van said he was proposing this ordinance next month. Well, next month is September. It's September. This Thursday is the city of Savannah's regular meeting, and I have looked at the agenda. They have posted it, and this ordinance is not on there for consideration for first or second read or for a vote. I have talked to the city clerk, and they're not allowed to put an ordinance up, not allowed to discuss an ordinance that hasn't been posted at least 6 days prior to the meeting. So should have been last Friday. If they were going to do it, he should have revealed it. So what have we done? What we have done is we have caused the city council of Savannah to pause, to stop, to gut check themselves. They're getting so much heat that they are not able to consider it at this time because they're afraid of the political blowback that will happen to them if they do this. This is great news, but it's also a tactic, a very smart tactic of the radical left. They're hoping that you and I burn out and we stop putting on the pressure to them. They're hoping that we give up or we forget about it. So that way in 2 more weeks, when they come back for another meeting, they're hoping that they can then bring it up and no one will have noticed. We are here to tell you that we are not going away. We are not going to forget, and we're not going to keep checking on them. But guys, this is the action point that I need your help with today. Van Johnson is the lightning rod. I've said it before. He is a hardened tyrant. He is a hard man, and his only job is to take the brunt of the anger from the voters, whatever the issue may be. He can just absorb all that hate and just choke on it. He's got no problems with it. I don't know how he sleeps at night. I'll tell you who does not like confrontation. It's the other 8 city council members, or aldermen as they call them in Savannah. They cannot stand the heat that Van Johnson has put them in. So guys, you need to call them all. Here are their phone numbers. Take a screenshot of this video. Call all of these city council members right now and tell them that Van Johnson's gun control ordinance is illegal, unconstitutional, and it penalizes the victims of a crime and does nothing to stop actual crime from happening. Not that they care about that. Van Johnson is openly calling for a ban on 30-round magazines, a ban on AR-15s, red flag laws, universal gun owner registration. He is not relenting. He is as radical as they come in this state, just like Stacey Abrams. So we have got to keep up this pressure, and Georgia Gun Owners is committed to fighting this all the way to the end until Van Johnson comes up with some excuse to pull this ordinance, stop proposing it, stop talking about it, and say he's not pushing it forward. Georgia gun owners is going to continue in this fight. That is, in a nutshell, what is happening in Savannah right now. Van Johnson is pausing, hoping that we go away. He's going to probably bring it up in 2 more weeks if we don't continue to call them. We have got to be unrelenting in our fight for freedom here in Georgia. Now, if you live in Rome, Dalton, Albany, Columbus, LaGrange, you're like, I don't care. I never go to Savannah. It's a cesspool. I get it. But Van Johnson is one of 46 mayors right now calling for gun control across the state. They sent an open letter to Brian Kemp demanding a special session for gun control. And right now, they are all in cahoots watching to see what does Van Johnson get away with. If Van Johnson gets away with it and no one sues him and the Attorney General doesn't sue him, if Van can get away with it, then it's going to start the rest of them. That's why we have to care about this if we don't live in or plan on visiting Savannah. Guys, keep in the fight. Love what you guys are doing. Thank you for standing with us. Thank you for your phone calls and your emails, but keep them up. It is not the time to stop. Now is the time when we have the radical left stepping back to continue to push them all the way back. They have got to roll it all the way back. We do not let up.